Hey, y'all. Welcome back to Hopped Up Beer Review. We're going back to Birmingham, Alabama to visit our friends at Ghost Train Brewing Company and try their Oat Bomb. Thanks for joining us.
Hey everybody, welcome to Hopped Up Beer Review, the show where we give you our unprofessional, somewhat biased opinion about the beer we are drinking and reviewing. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and cheers to that notification bell. I've got Andy in the attic. I've got Jay. I am Ben. What are we drinking today?
It's your best face forward.
I think we're going to have that bomb.
Ben.
Come on, Ben.
Oh, Ben.
If you're expecting me to do something else, it's going to be a very long show of just waiting around.
Ooh, Ben. Well, let's open her up, huh? Yes.
Yeah, I've already opened it. All right, I got my Ghost Train sour glass here. Look at that.
Fully supporting the bomb.
Okay.
You're making Ben blush.
You're making me wonder why we do this show.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Well, this is a sour, an Imperial sour, actually. And boy, does it taste it. It's a whopping 13.9%. So it's pretty much wine. So it's an Imperial orange tangerine sour. Uses Satsuma orange and tangerine. 9 IBUs on top of that 13.9%. And it said SRM of infinity. I didn't understand what to take that. So
there is some flocculence in mine, which you don't normally see in a sour.
SRM of infinity meant. Yeah, we got a little chunkage. It is inspired by one of the favorite cities of the people at Ghost Train, the birthplace of Mardi Gras. Can you guess?
Mobile.
What city? Mobile, from the man from Alabama. They replicated the flavors of the local favorite shooter cocktail, whatever that orange, tangerine orange cocktail is down there. I guess they call it the O-Bomb. Orange bomb. Oh, for orange, maybe? I don't know. I not hung out in Mobile enough to know about their favorite beverages. So,
I've been there many times, but I don't recall that.
Hearing about their local favorite down there on is it Duval Street down there? Ben wouldn't know. Ghost Train Brewing Company out of Birmingham, Alabama, was founded in 2014. It's a microbrewery. And we did a lovely live, well, not live, an on-site brewery tour. We did a couple flights and some specialty beers there. So if you're curious, go look up our, what was that, July 2022-ish, and see the history on that.
Gosh, has it been that long? Man.
Yeah.
Time flies when you're doing a lame beer review show.
A year and a half, yeah.
Yeah, wow. All right, Jay, I think we talked off camera. I'm assuming that's all you got, right? I don't want to prematurely cut you off.
It's interesting can art. You want to show your can off there, Andy?
Well, all y'all see is the front, but true to the so there's a lot of ecstatic faces on this. Happiness, joy, pleasurable experiences drinking this beer.
Okay, fair enough. We were talking a little off camera beforehand, and Jay, you've had this before, right?
I have. I've had it a couple of times. Maybe more than that, probably 3 or 4. And it's almost like the flavor profile definitely changes with time. So I'll be curious how you guys rate this.
How old is this?
It's probably at least 6, maybe 8 months. Be my guess.
I don't see any markings.
There was the announcement a few months back that Ghost Train was experiencing some financial issues. Hopefully they've resolved some of those. They did. When we were there in 2022, they had 2 locations, one on First Street, and I think the other was on 3rd. I believe they closed the location we went to and taped from, which was their original brewery, and moved to the new location, and they're brewing there. So it sounded like they had downsized some, but they're still pumping stuff out. I see it in the stores every time I go out. I've actually seen this one a good bit on sale at the local Publix. If you live nearby and can get a chance to get it, they were running it for about $7 or $8 for a 4-pack, which is a tremendous deal for something this high ABV.
Yeah. Sure. All right, Andy, you have not had this one, right?
No. Jay's had it. You haven't. Why don't you go first, Ben?
I've already called you out.
No, you just asked me a question. You didn't say, why don't I go first?
You asked me the same thing.
And then I followed that up with, why don't you, before you said me. So
What do you think?
I think you should go first. I like it. Sour, fruity. Not too tart, but you definitely get the orange peel type of bitter sour going with it. But fortunately, it's not too much to bring down a little bit. It's a lot of orange, but I would drink it again, especially at 13.9% and a very nice price. I give this one a 7.5. It's easy to drink.
All right. Since Jay's had it, I will go next. We're not sure where to land with this one. I think that I don't know if it's. That's why I wanted you to go first, because I don't know what my thoughts are on this one.
You want to rip off my ideas? Is that why?
No, it's not. I don't want to rip off your ideas at all. It's I wanted a little more time to think about it, but I don't get a real strong beer in the aroma, in the flavor, or in the ABV. Like I don't taste strong in anything. It's almost, to me, it's weird to say this, but it's almost like a watered down sour, what I'm having, in a way, which I would not expect that from a 13.9% primarily orange beverage. Like I don't get punched in the face with the tart. I don't get punched in the face. I'm not puckering or anything. It's not overly sweet. It's more muted for me. And I think you guys know that when we get a sour on here, like I want to hear that. I want to feel that punch, at least in the first sip or two. And I didn't get that with this one. I don't have a problem drinking it. I mean, it's fine. It's just not quite what I was expecting at 13.9% for sure. So I think for that reason, for me, it's okay. I would drink it again. I'd love to try it on draft. You know, Jay, you alluded that, you know, you've had it when it may be a little bit fresher. And maybe we've had this one for a bit. I don't know. I'm gonna give it a 6.5. I think it's okay.
So it's closer to the middle of the road.
Yeah, I mean that's Ben's middle of the road.
His middle of the road is 7.5. It should be 5. But,
well, yeah, but
so we're closer to your middle of the road. Which direction? Don't know.
Yeah. Especially for Ben being one of the sour guys. But yeah, you know, this is one when I first got it, I was like, wow, that's really interesting name, can art. We've had Ghost Train over and over again, really have liked a lot of their stuff. I've always been impressed and enjoyed the stuff that they put out. And they've done some really good sours. I mean, we had a couple in the flight review when we were down there. Yeah, when I first had this, it seemed a lot more fresh, although, you know, opening this one tonight, that orange still comes through. I think one of you guys noted it. It's almost like an orange wine, if you could say that, more so than a beer in a lot of ways. Wine, you never think of it that way, being, you know, orange wine, but that would be it to me. And like you said, Ben, you can't tell that this is nearly 14%. I mean, the ABV is so deceptive. And it's not an overpowering sour that's going to punch you in the mouth like some. I really love the citrus flavors. You guys know that, between my IPA love and those things. So, you know, the first time I had this, I rated it. I would have probably downgraded that raid with the rating I had with the last one, but this one, I'm still back to where I was. I think this is an 8 for me. You know, with the higher ABV, the mutedness to that, the nice orange, sour flavor. I enjoy it, and fantastic price point right now for sure. So
I could definitely see this being one that you could hand somebody and already poured out of the glass, not hand them a can, and they would never ever have an idea it was 14, you know, almost 14% until they had, you know, 2 of these things. Yeah. We're feeling the effects of it, because it is nowhere there at all. So that's, yeah, I definitely agree with you 100% there. What do you know? That's going to be a 7.3 for the O-Bomb from Ghost Train. It's an Imperial Sour, 13.9%. You heard it here first, or maybe you didn't. Be sure to like, subscribe, cheers that notification bell. Check us out on all the social media links down below in the description. Come say hey in our Hopped Up Beer Review Discord server. And if you have any interest in any Hopped Up Beer Review merch, with a shirt or some other stuff, link is below. Glass, koozie. There you go, Jay. Got nothing else to say at this point.
Got nothing.
Nothing. For Andy in the attic and Jay, I'm Ben. Cheers, mates.
Sure.
Cheers, mates.
O-Bomb. Cheers, mates.